Hello Flosstube, it's Annie Beez. I'm back for an update. I'm by myself today. Isabella is helping her sister who is getting to the last few weeks of pregnancy, so she's helping with all the little girls. It's a little bit dark today, so I hope the lighting is okay. It's like the best I can do. I have like every light on, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not too dark. So I have an update for you. Today we're going to talk about my Stitch-tober update, how well I did, which wasn't too great. I have a new ornament club coming out starting in January, so we'll talk about that. I have the Snowy 9-patch series winner, and and a few whips and a few plans, that kind of thing, and a little quilting. So let's get started. It's been pretty busy. I've been doing a lot of family stuff. We had a little sprinkle for Chelsea, even though this is her number 5. It's her first boy. So we decided to get together and have a little like mini shower for her, which we call a sprinkle, and give her a few gifts that were more like boy related. And you know, after you've had 4 babies, some of the stuff you got in the beginning is starting to wear down, so we're just kind of like stocking her up. And it was a good excuse. It was very small. It was just the immediate family members, but it was a good excuse to get together and see all the babies, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. So Isabel and I put it together, mostly Isabel, and we did, it had like a pumpkin spice theme, and so we did cookies, our royal icing cookies that we like to do together, and Isabel made this delicious pumpkin spice latte in the crock pot. It was so good. And then she did pumpkin bars, and we had a potato bar. So we just had baked potatoes with all the different fixings for, you know, the meal, and it was great. We had such a good time. It was really, really fun. So I'll put some pictures in right here so you can see some of the festivities right now. Okay, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. It happened to also fall on Aiden, my second son's birthday. So we also had some birthday gifts for him and stuff. And a really special one is Chelsea made him, so when they were little, when Chelsea and Lucas and Aiden were little, they used to play this game called Primal Rage. It was a video game, and it was basically like dinosaur gladiators, and they loved it. They loved it. They played it all the time, and I think mainly because there was like a girl dinosaur, so Chelsea could play. She had somebody, you know, like a character she could be. But so they played that all the time, and then eventually they had even the action figures, and they each had their favorite action figure. And then Chelsea told me a story about how when she and Aiden were just at that age where they're like they're not quite teenagers, but they're too old to play with their toys, but they like still like their toys. They sold their action figures to some kids down the block. And she was saying how she remembers walking back from selling those action figures, and they were both like kind of sad because they didn't really want to get rid of them. So they have like kind of a sentimental little, you know, memory of playing that game. So she got Aiden the action figure on eBay, that the one that was his, and it was like, to get it like mint in the box, it would have been so expensive. So she got the action figure, and then she drew out like the whole packaging herself and put it together. So she like drew what the packaging would look like and laminated the front and stuck it in there, and it looked exactly like she bought it new. It was amazing. So I'll give you a picture of that here because it's amazing. She's such a good artist. She's so awesome with especially markers, which is not my thing. I like watercolors and things like that, but she's so good. She has a really good sense of proportion and very good with like the comic book style and that. So it was pretty cool. Everybody loved it. Aiden loved it. It was really a special, cool gift. So that's what we've been up to. October, it's a great month around here in the Midwest. Everything gets so pretty and the days get cooler and the leaves are all changing and it's awesome. It's such a good time of year. So, let's move on. I have been working diligently on the ornament club that will start in January. This ornament club, this is the third year I've done it. I do it with Crazy Annie's Stitching. So basically I design the ornaments and do the patterns, send them to her, and then she takes all the sign-ups and sends everything out. She gives everybody the supplies and everything that they need. So this year, because this last year we've had a little bit of trouble because of COVID, getting things in on time, and I did a club that had buttons, and it was just kind of difficult to get the buttons. They were coming, I assume, from China, and when you need a big quantity like that, it just slows things down. So that was kind of a drag. So this year we're doing sled ornaments, and it's designed so that everything you need to stitch the club you can get in the first month. So you really only need a couple sheets it's on perforated paper, which is super simple to stitch on. So you just need a couple sheets of perforated paper. The threads are all DMC, so very easy to get. DMC has still been, I haven't had any trouble getting any of the colors I need just locally at the big box stores and that. And then the pattern, and there's a few beads just for eyes and things. It's not like a beaded kit like Mill Hill does or anything like that. So it'll be very easy to get your supplies right away in the beginning of the year, and then you can use those all year through. And then all you're waiting on is the pattern, which is no big deal. I can get that out on time always. So let me show you the first three models that I'm showing. I'm not sure, every single pattern will come with 3 designs in it. So there'll be 3 sled designs. You'll be able to get all the sleds for the whole year, so there'll be 36 sleds by the end of the year. You can get 36 from Crazy Annie's right in the beginning if you want, or get them later, or just get 12, or whatever you want to do. But they will be available. So let's see, the first ones that I'm showing, I'm not sure if this is going to be actually the first set, but I wanted to promote this because it has these 3 are examples of the 3 different backgrounds that I've done. So I've done this gray background, you can see, and then I've done like a turquoise blue background, and then the black background. The majority of them are the black, but there are some that have the gray and the turquoise. So that's an example of the 3 different backgrounds. I'm not sure if the first release will be these 3 or if I might split them up differently, but it'll be one of these in the first release for sure. And it might be these first 3. So anyway, those are the sleds. You stitch it on perforated paper. Excuse me. Let me put it real close so you can see. It's so easy. These, I can do one of these in a night. And then also the finishing is really super simple, which makes it so much nicer because you stitch it, then you buy this stitchery tape. I buy mine from Yarn Tree. And maybe Crazy Annie's will have that, I'm not sure, but and then you just like stick it's a double-sided tape, so you stick it on the back, then you cut out exactly 1 square away from the edge all the way around while the tape is on the back, then you peel off the backing and stick it on and you're done. I mean, that is like the simplest finish known to man. It makes it really easy. And they just all turned out, they're all just super cute. They have just kind of a jolly theme. They're not as country as they are just kind of generic Christmas. A lot of snowmen and Santa Clauses, a lot of these little houses in the night and reindeer, that kind of thing. This is just some ornaments. So that's the new series. I'm really excited about it. I'm probably 3/4 of the way done stitching them. I'm almost done stitching all 36. And they're super cute, super easy, you know, not too expensive. The charts aren't going to be too expensive because they're just tiny little designs. So yeah, so that's it. It's called the Let's Go Sledding Ornament Club for 2021. There you go. Super cute. I'm excited about them. I love the colors. And you know, I did do a lot of this turquoise, and not everybody likes that blue for Christmas, but it would be so easy to change the color. You can just change it to red or green, and the group of DMC colors that I have chosen they're not like all modern colors. There's a lot of traditional colors in there too. So it'll be very easy to just change the colors to whatever you like. So that's the club. Here's the tape. This is the 2-sided tape that you can use to mount them onto the sleds. So it's sticky on one side, you stick that on the back, cut all around, and then peel it off and stick it on the sled. It's like perfect width and everything, so that makes it really easy. And while I had them out, I thought I'd show you the colors. So here, these are a little used, but here are all the gorgeous colors. So there's a darker red, lighter red, the grays, all these greens in here, a couple of blues, the black, the yellows, and of course white. You can see some browns there. Those are the colors. And this is, while I have them out, I'll show you, this is the way I like to organize my threads. So I take an entire skein of DMC and I just pull it all out and then put the two ends together, pull them together again. I think I do that like twice so that it makes, you know, one long, I don't know, it's like one long connected loop. And then I fold that in half, stick it in here, so it'd be like this. One long loop. Then I stick it through here on the thread cards, pull it through. And then I'll cut this end so that they're all, you know, not connected. And then when it's time to, let's see if I have a needle here somewhere. When it's time to, I'll just pretend this pin is a needle, to take a piece of thread, you just pull out one, which I can't do because I can't see. Okay, so you just pull out, oh, there you can see it, one thread, get it with your needle, and just pull it all the way out. It's so simple. And the rest are still on your cardboard thread bobbin. And I use the loop method mostly, so then I stick this through my needle and I'm good to go. I love that method of organizing your threads because it just makes it so easy to get one thread each time you need it. It keeps them all organized and straight. I usually put the DMC number, and then a lot of times I'll even put the symbol on there, and then, you know, it just makes it easy to find it every time, keeps them all straight. And these thread tags I just make with a punch. It's like a tag shaped punch, and then punch a hole there, punch a hole there. And this is one of those file folders, like the, you know, you can buy like the pretty file folders. That's what I like to use because they're like a really good weight that, you know, stands up to pulling the thread out. I need to find more. I don't like to spend like I like to find them on sale, and I haven't been able to find any on sale lately. I think the stores are kind of depleted right now. So I have used just regular manila folders and made them, which is fine. It works too. These are a little bit heavier and I like that better. It just feels better, but these work too. You can just use a regular manila file folder if you need to. But yeah, that's how I like to do it. Okay, next, Stitch-tober. I did not start one thing every day. I was going to try, I think I had picked out 15 and I ended up doing 8 so far. I might still add a couple more in before the end of October. I've only got about a week and a half left, but yeah, I have been doing a lot of model stitching, so it was hard to get too many of them done, but I will show you what I have. So the first one was fall squared, which is tiny. It's tiny, but a lot of times I'm model stitching, and then I'll try to do this like the last hour before I go to bed. So I didn't get too much done. I got this much done on it. I'll show you the pattern. Hold on. This is by Lizzie Kate. Fall squared. It's tiny. I should be able to finish it if I ever get back to it. I'll do it probably in a night. But that's all I got done. I'm working it on 30 count Weeks Dye Works Mocha. This is that wimpy fabric from Weeks, which I have a lot of, so I'm trying to use it up. But it's such a pretty color. The Weeks fabrics are gorgeous colors. And then here's my threads. I think it's all, I kind of picked my own. They're a mixture of Weeks and Classic Colorworks and DMC. Alright, so that's Fall Squared. Seasons, which is another Lizzie Kate. I started that one. Another really small one that I should be able to get done quickly if I get back to it. So here's the chart, and I'm doing this fall seasons, and I'm going to do all 4 of them. Excuse me. Sorry. I have such bad allergies this fall. I don't know. I'm dying. But anyway, so seasons, and I'm doing that on, it looks like also the Mocha, 30 count Weeks Mocha. That's all I have. Wait, I think it even goes this way. Half a star, 2 acorns on the top of a basket. That's all I got done. And I have just like a conglomeration of DMC that I'm doing it with. I think I picked my own. Or maybe I went by the colors that are on here. I think I did. But anywho, Seasons by Lizzie Kate. I made a mess here. Try to get the wood back. Again, using up that 30 count weeks. Mocha. Okay, next, fall sunflowers. This is the Priscilla and Chelsea. Oh darn it, I don't have the, I don't have, shoot. Hold on, I think I put the magazine back here. I don't want to show you the pattern, which is all I have with it. Okay, so it's this beautiful chart right there. I love that. It's so pretty. That is just gorgeous. And I had planned to do this on 27 count Black Linda. I tried to work on that 27 count Black Linda, which is like a linen, black linen, and I just can't. It's such a struggle. I can't see it, and so it's not fun. So I went to Ada, and I think anything I do on black, I'm just going to do on Ada, and I think it looks just as pretty. But all I got done was the little sunflower. Isn't it cute? And the top of the little barn. So I'm like right here in the middle. But I love this piece so much. I love those little piggies and those little chickens, and I like chickens. I have chickens in my backyard. This year we finally have enough chickens that we have enough eggs. We've had chickens for 5 years now, and every year it's been such a struggle because we started out with 4, and then one turned out to be a rooster, and we've had that happen several times where they've turned out to be roosters. And we live in the city, in the suburbs, and we're not allowed to have roosters. I mean, they're loud, you know. I love the roosters. I would have one if I lived out in the country, but we don't. So finally this year we have 2 barred rocks. We have our oldest chicken, who is from the very first batch, and she is called an Easter egger. She doesn't even lay anymore. She's just too old. She's just our pasture girl. Her name is Sparkle. And then we have 3 new ones this year that Chelsea and the girls raised them as babies, and they are so friendly. And I think because the girls handled them so much when they were baby chicks that they just love people. And they are called Red Stars, and Red Stars are a sex link type of chicken, which means that whatever color it is when it's born, if it's a female, it's one color, and if it's a male, it's another color, so you can always tell what are the male and what are the female. So we finally went to that because we kept getting roosters, and then we'd have to rehome them, and it was just really a hassle. It's hard to rehome roosters, I'm telling you. You don't want them going, you know, somewhere where people are going to fight them or something, so it was really tough. So finally this year, we have 6 chickens, and we finally are getting enough eggs for our entire family. I like to be able to share with the kids and, you know, have enough eggs to make quiche and, you know, do egg salad and have breakfast and all that. So it's been awesome. And if we ever get out into the country, which is our plan, then I will have a huge flock. And I'd like to have ducks and other types of birds too, because I just love them. So it's been a good year for the chickens. I don't know how I got off on that tangent. Anyway, fall sunflowers. Next is pumpkins for sale. This is the Lori Holt pattern. I love this. It is so cute. It's so cute. I mean, everything she does is so adorably cute. But even her... Okay, there you go. Pumpkins for sale. It's so cute. I love that little scarecrow guy in his little denim overalls and everything. And so I'm stitching this on, I can't remember, but I know this is a color and cotton fabric, I'm pretty sure. I think it's called like Blue Moon or something. And this is what I have done so far, but let me get up close. See how cute that is? It's adorable. Look at that cute little sunflower. And I don't have much done, but I will finish this. And I already bought the She has it mounted on this wooden, I don't know, tray or something from Hobby Lobby, and I already bought that, so I'm going to finish it the same way. It's going to be pretty big, but I love it. It's so cute. I won't have it done this year, but that's okay. Here are the colors. I'm using all DMC. Aren't they pretty? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Perfect blues, perfect reds, perfect orange. So pretty. Okay, so that is Pumpkins for Sale. The next one is the Autumn House Trio. So this is the one that from Waxing Moon that Isabel and I argued about the colors. She sees colors really differently. I think she's a little bit, my boys are super colorblind. They both are. And I know it's usually a male thing, but sometimes I wonder about Isabel if she's colorblind. Anyway, here are the colors. There's a lot of them. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I do have some Victorian motto in here, which is exciting. So I just started getting those, and honestly, I think she like broke her foot or something, so she's a little bit behind. So I'm waiting on a couple of orders actually. But those are they're really nice threads, really nice. They're not as modeled, but they're more like DMC, but they're just really a lush, nice lush thread. Anyway, so I believe this is on 28 count light gray ash Lugana. And I'm going to do all three eventually. This is all I got done so far. I don't know why it's got that. Just the way I had it folded. Not much, just basically the border and a little bit of the grass. So that is Autumn House Trio. I'm doing, what am I doing? This one. With what Isabel thinks is a blue roof, but it's really gray. Any whoosies. I'm going to do all three. I think they're so cute. I love them. Anyway, Waxing Moon. A lot of people have stitched these Waxing Moon trios, and rightly so. They're really nicely designed. The next one, Apple Orchard. This one I got really into. I really love the red that I picked for it, and so I've enjoyed stitching that. This is Country Cottage. Country Cottage Needleworks. One of my faves. Do I have... I think this is on Summer Khaki, which I said before is not my favorite. I got quite a bit done working on the barn. I love the red. The red is a Victorian motto. And it is called Heirloom Flowers. They're pretty, 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 pretty. Here are all the colors. Classic Color Works, some DMC, and this, and I just chose my own colors. Very pretty. And not too many colors, which is kind of nice. I like that. Anyway, I love this. So pretty. Can't wait to get it done. It's going to look super cute in my house. Okay. And the next one is Autumn Skies. This is another one I really got into. I'm almost done with this one. This is hands-on design. I'm doing this one. I'm going to do both of these eventually. I'm really thinking about making this pumpkin thing, because that does not look hard to make. It's basically just a pumpkin shape cut out of wool, and I have tons of wool. And I have lots of buttons. You see my buttons? No, you can't see them, but I have lots of buttons, and that's just raffia, and I think I could make that. And it would be really, really cute. Anyway. So I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus 32 count Bramble. and it's perfect on this fabric. The colors look amazing on this fabric. Picture this plus bramble. So see, I only have 2 more pumpkins, and then there's like a top little like vined thing. So I think I might be able to finish this tonight. I love it. The colors, I love the colors. They're so perfect. That blue, those oranges. Kathy definitely, she knows how to pick those kind of, I don't even know what you would call it. It's more of like those neutrally, I think she calls them quiet colors. I think she's a master at that, at picking those colors. And it's beautiful. I love it. I can't wait to have that done. And the last one that I started, A Year in Chalk. Oh, and this one, it's the Year in Chalk November, another hands-on design. This is what it looks like, and I want to do the whole year. So I started this, and I think I got off, I made a mistake. I should have been able to do this really fast, but it was late, and I made a mistake, and I had to rip some out, and blah, blah, blah. So that's all I have done. Excuse me. And this is on, what is this? This is 32 count charcoal linen. And even this is a little bit hard for me to see. But I'm going to stick with it, even though it's hard. I'm going to do them all on this. So I just have to do it at the right time of day and have like a white fabric in my lap and that kind of thing, and then I can see it. And I'm doing it with this is the called for chalk, and then I didn't have the other one, so I chose chili pepper, which is from Classic Colorworks. So those are my 2 colors. Only 2 colors, which is nice. I like that. So that's oh, I have one more after this. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I have such allergies right now, so sorry for the sneezing. I added one more in, so this wasn't in my original lineup of Stitch-tober, but I saw this and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's so, so cute. So this is Priscilla and Chelsea. I don't know what they're called. Are they called Stitching with the Housewives? Priscilla, I don't know what they're called. Anyway, this is the little, what's it called? Ghoul's Garland. It's so cute. I love that little ghosty. Here's what I have done. I made his eyes wider apart because that's just what I like. That's how I do a lot of my stuff. I like that wide apart eye thing. It makes them look little, like little babies. Anyway, here's my ghosty. This is on 14 count Ada, which, as I said, that's going to be my go-to for black from now on. And I love it. It's so cute. I can't wait to finish this, which if I sat down and worked on it, I could have it done very quickly. I don't know if let's see. Yeah, I picked my own colors. So I'm using Peapod from Classic Colorworks, Plum Paisley, which is what they use for the purple, Embers, which is also called for Classic Colorworks. I'm using Magnolia Blossom instead of 12 grain because that's what I have, and Blushing Beauty, which is also called for. So those are all Classic Colorworks. Ghoul's Garland. Isn't he cute? I don't usually do Halloween, but this guy is just so darn cute. I couldn't help it. Okay, so that is it. That is my Stitch-tober. That's as far as I got. Some things I just literally did not get done. This is my pumpkin bag from Fat Quarter Shop, which I'm not even keeping that pattern in it. Um, yeah, so I don't know if I will even start any more of the things I had in my Stitch-tober plans, because I feel like I've got a lot that I want to work on, and I might just save. They're all kitted up, so I might just save them for next year. We'll see. I'm not sure. Anyway, I almost forgot the quilting. So the story behind this, I'm making 4 quilts, twin size quilts, for my 4 granddaughters. The girls all got those pretty white, I don't know, they're like wire, they're not wire, metal beds. I don't know. I'll put a picture in here so you can see. So they got new beds because they're all getting bigger, and so I'm making quilts for each one of them. They all are going to match. Every quilt is going to match. I'm using this pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. It's a free pattern. It's called Layer Cake Pop. You use a layer cake, and then you use like a white jelly roll for the background, and you put it together. You make these blocks here, and then when you put them together, they make this star in the corner. So really, really cute. So I'm making them out of this fabric by Elia Lutz. I don't know what her name is. It's from Riley Blake. It's got these, it's kind of pastel-y colors with, it's got like a really pretty gold in it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. It's got kind of a shiny gold. And it has just these like little bunnies and squirrels and birds. It's super, super cute. In really pretty, like, kind of pale pastels, pinks, and so the little animals. Isn't it pretty? So they're all going to match. And I'll show you the blocks. I don't have any of them put together yet. I'm still working on all the blocks. I'll show you some of the ones I've finished. This one, they're pretty big. So you only need, the way I'm going to do it, I think I need 15 blocks per quilt, and then I'm putting like an edge around it. Here's the bows. Bows on blue. Here's the gold. I think is really pretty. The pink. The blue. A bit of a darker pink. Aren't they pretty? So I'm not the greatest quilter in the world, but I had a lot of fun doing these. I still have a lot more to go. I think I have about 20 done. And then, I forgot, hold please. I'm going to back each quilt with flannel because that's what the girls like. And then on the back, each one of them will have their name. So this is May. Got hers done. And I'm using the Lori Holt Spelling Bee book to do the names. So we'll have Amy, Hideko, May, and Naomi. Isn't that cute? I'm excited. So I got to get going on these because they have their beds and it's getting to be the end of the year and they're going to need their quilts. Super pretty. So that's what I'm working on, little girl quilts for little white wire, what do you call that, iron? They're not iron beds. Anyway, they're really super cute. It's going to look adorable once it's all done. And that's the quilting I've been working on. Okay, and lastly, I want to announce the winner for last month's drawing, or last video's drawing, which it was the Snowy 9-patch series, all 9 charts, to one lucky winner. You could stitch them individually or all together as I did in one piece, however you want to do it. And the winner is Karen Evans. Karen Evans. Karen, I will leave a comment on your comment, and just get a hold of me and give me your mailing address, and I will mail it out. And the last time when I gave away the ABC Sampler Series, the lady who won it, whose name was Linda, she sent me this lovely card. Thank you so much, Linda, and it was completely unnecessary, the little gifty you sent me, but thank you so much. It's so sweet of you, but you didn't need to do that. I was so happy to give this series away. I've had it in my stash, and I know I'm not going to get to it because, you know, squirrel, there's so many other things I want to stitch, so I'm really happy to have it go to somebody who's going to stitch it and enjoy it because it's a beautiful series. But thank you so much. You're so sweet. And I want to announce the giveaway for this video. So I have 2 things. One more series. I don't know how many series I'm going to be able to do, but I do have the series of 3 ornaments. This is the Country Christmas ornaments. There's 5 in the first one. There are 4 in the second pattern, and there are 5 in the third pattern, which is a total of 14 patterns. So that's a lot of, you can do a whole themed tree with these, or you can just give them away as gifts or whatever. They're quick stitches. Every one of them is 40 by 44, so they're small and they go really quick. And the original ones were stitched on 25 count raw Dublin linen, which makes them fairly big. And I've showed them before, the models, so you've seen how big they are. But you could do them on the linen or Aida of your choice and make them whatever size you want. They could be a lot smaller. I just like them a little bit bigger. And yeah, so that's the giveaway. So if you are interested in this, in winning this, just put in the comments Country Christmas, and please be a subscriber and like the video, share the video, subscribe, and you could win. And then I have another giveaway, which is a Country Cottage Needleworks. I'm going to take it out because you can't really see it with that glare. Pattern. So this is one single pattern. It's called Sunflowers in Summer. Isn't that cute? And for some reason I have 2 of these. I must have really liked it because I bought it twice, which I really try not to do. I use the X-Stitch app on my phone to make sure I always, whenever I get a new pattern, I put it in there. I won't tell you how many cross-stitch patterns I own, but it's an obscene amount. And that way I usually don't buy the same thing twice, but sometimes I do. Anyway, so because I have 2 of these, I'll be giving one of these away. So if you would like to win this, just put sunflower or sunflowers in your comment, be a subscriber, like the video, share the video, all that good stuff. And I will draw a winner for that. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. We've got a lot of busy stuff here. I'm finishing up the Sled Ornament Club, and then I am moving on to Market. Hopefully Market will go forward as it did last year. We're probably going to have to wear masks and have people come in maybe 2 at a time or something like that, so it might be a little bit tricky to do. Wearing a mask is a little bit tough for me because I have asthma, but I will get through it somehow. We'll do it. And I'll have Isabel, my good helper, there with me, so she's amazing. She's like such an organized, business-like girl, so she's a lot of help. And so if I have to take a break and go breathe or use my inhaler or something, she'll be there to help. And I'm hoping that stores will still come. I understand a lot of people are still really nervous about COVID, and hopefully by then, in March, we'll have a solution, or we'll have, the numbers will drop down and everybody will feel comfortable going back to our lives. That's what we're all hoping for, isn't it? We've seen a lot in 2020. It's been crazy, crazy. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. It means so much to me. Thank you for everyone who has left a wonderful comment. I appreciate you so much. And everybody who has bought patterns from me, I just can't even, it's my dream come true. You guys are amazing, and thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye.